Used car sales are climbing as buyers hunt for value. California is putting millions into new EV chargers. Rivian finally breaks ground on its long-delayed Georgia plant. And Tesla refreshes the Model Y lineup in China. Let's get into all these stories and more right now on the Jumpstart. Good morning and welcome back to the Jumpstart on CBT News. It's Tuesday, August 19th. Here's a look at what's making news in the auto industry today. After years of delays, Rivian is finally moving forward with its $5 billion factory in Georgia. A groundbreaking ceremony is set for September 16th with Governor Brian Kemp in attendance. The site is expected to create 7,500 jobs with vertical construction starting next year and vehicle production slated for 2028. Tesla is rolling out a refreshed Model Y in China, its best-selling vehicle worldwide. The new 6-seat Model YL starts around $47,200 and is aimed at families, putting it in direct competition with Chinese rivals like Li Auto. Deliveries could begin as early as September as Tesla works to regain momentum in the world's largest EV market. Used car sales picked up speed in July as affordability challenges kept buyers turning to the pre-owned market. Retail used sales hit 1.52 million, up nearly 9% from June and 7% from last year. Certified pre-owned sales jumped 11% month over month, despite supply staying tight. California is committing $55 million to expand EV charging access across the state. The Fast Charge California project will offer up to $100,000 per port for businesses and property owners that install public charging stations in spots like gas stations, shopping centers, and parking lots. And the goal? Ease one of the biggest hurdles slowing EV adoption. Next up, Glenn Pash, CEO of PCG Digital, joins us to share how dealers can strategically use AI to boost efficiency while still maintaining the human touch with customers.
Nominations are now open for the third annual CBT 40 Under 40 Awards, sponsored by Force Marketing. Join us as we celebrate excellence in the automotive industry. Nominate who you think should be next on CBT News' 40 Under 40 list, even yourself. Visit cbtnews.com for details on eligibility and important information.
So where do you think dealers should start when integrating AI into their marketing or into their sales workflows? Because this is something that I think a lot of dealers are challenged with, right?
Yeah, I think there's two things that dealers really have to understand. First is, what are they trying to accomplish with AI? Mm-hmm. Because when you go, this past NADA, everybody was AI. Every tool had AI, or I'm the newest AI.
Yes.
And everybody was overwhelming them. So
That's
I think The first thing would be to step back and say, why do I want AI? Where do I want to use it? Because you could use it in so many departments in a dealership. We tend to lean on sales, but you could use it in payroll. You could use it in your parts. You could use it in your service. So I think you have to first start and say, why do I want it? And then more importantly, how is it going to integrate in my process versus just throwing something on, adding something on, instead of tactically knowing where am I going to use this technology to be more efficient.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. From your perspective, where shouldn't AI take over?
Wow, shouldn't take over. I think it shouldn't ever take over at the expense of humans. Meaning, I hear sometimes, and you read, I was reading something this morning in automotive news, one of the manufacturers like, oh, we're going to get rid of our BDC and everything's going to be automated. And I think that helps to a point, but I think you have to still have a jump off where someone wants to talk to a human. We've all been frustrated with large companies who have just AI and they won't let you get to a human. They basically tell you, we are not going to let you get to a human. Our AI will answer any question. And that's frustrating because we still want to talk to someone. So I think replacing everything, or even marketing, just absolutely automating everything, I think we're not there yet. And I don't think dealers know their products and what they're trying to accomplish well enough to really just turn the reins all over to AI.
That's it for today's Jumpstart. I'll be back here tomorrow morning with more headlines, insights, and interviews to keep you ahead of the curve in retail automotive. Until then, you can catch up on full episodes of Inside Automotive, Driving Solutions, and the Executive Profile, now streaming wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're not already, be sure to follow CBT News on social media. Now's the time. We'll keep headlines coming straight to your feed.